Hi guys!
Hey!
Welcome back to our channel, and this week we have decided to do a dining plan video and focusing on the quick service dining plan. So hope you guys enjoy!
Okay, so the reason we're doing this video is summer's approaching and a lot of you are going on holiday to Florida. So those of you that are going to be staying on Disney property are more than likely going to have the dining plan. So when we first went, it was free, and the time we're going this summer, it's also free for us as well because we've booked through Virgin and we're staying on property. It's no longer free as far as we can tell online and what people have been telling us. It may change, but at the moment, if you book a Florida holiday, you have to pay additionally for the dining plan. We probably would, if I'm honest, because in our opinion, you're going to find out it's well worth it. So the second reason for doing this video is because if we'd have seen this video on our first trip, we would have had a better understanding of how the dining plan works. So we kind of got there. We had a basic understanding, but actually knowing what we know now would have made it a lot easier, and I think we'd have been better off. We'd have made more use of it. So we hope this video can help you.
So when we went in 2016, the dining plan was slightly different to what it is now. So when we went in 2016, we had the quick service dining plan and we got 2 counter service meals a day. And these came with, so say for example, you're getting a burger meal, you get your burger and chips, you get a drink, and you get a dessert. So like a brownie or, you know, a mousse, a cupcake, that type of thing. So you get 2 of those meals a day and you would get 1 snack credit. Now it's slightly changed, which I think is actually better off for us. Like, I prefer it this way. So when we go later on in the year, we'll get 2 quick service credits like we did before. But this time you'll just get your burger and chips and a drink. You won't get the dessert with it. But to kind of balance that out, instead of getting 1 snack credit a day, you're now getting 2 snack credits a day. So we think that's going to work out really well for us, because a lot of the time I wouldn't actually choose the desserts that were part of the meal. I was just kind of, oh, you know, and I'd put it in the backpack and, oh, I'll have it later, and I never actually ate it. It was a waste. Yeah. But this way we can have, you know, lunch somewhere, and then I can go and get a cupcake from a cupcake store I really want, or, you know, a churro, and I just feel like it's better this way for me because I'm going to be getting the things I actually really want to eat. Okay,
so this time, and same as last time, we're on, as we said, the quick service. So there's 3 tiers, but we're going to talk about this tier that we're on and we've experienced, which is the quick service. So you can use this at any quick service restaurant. This is anywhere that it's just counter service. You don't have to sit down, stuff like that. So it's no waiting. There's no one waiting on you. So you don't tip the waiter for their service for you.
Which can also save you a lot of money, because tipping can add up to be, you know, quite expensive, especially if you're tipping 2 or 3 meals every day. Yeah.
So we think that the quick service is actually the perfect one for real like families and stuff, especially if it's your first time to Disney, because it's so convenient. You don't have to leave the park, because a lot of people go to Disney, they then go back to International Drive and they eat on International Drive in the evenings. If you've got this quick service plan, you can just eat in the park, which is great. You can also eat in the hotels and stuff like that, but one of the best bits about it is you don't have to be organised. So you don't have to, for instance, if you stayed in like the Floridian, and then you can use it for like waiter services and sort of like your character dinings, you then have to plan ahead, you then have to organise all that. And if you are a first time family, you don't know what you're sort of looking for, the quick service allows you to literally just go anywhere.
I mean, I think with having a few, you know, table service is really nice to experience, but when you've just got table service, as Jess said, you have to be so organised. So you have to be at this park for this time, and then you have to be there for that time. Whereas with the quick service dining plan, which we've had, we do roughly have plans. So like, we're in this park this day, and then we do have a reservation here, but you're not in any rush. You can go and eat wherever, which is great. And especially if you're booking Florida quite last minute, and you know you've missed maybe the, you know, 180-day dining thing, you're like, oh no, I'm not going to be able to eat anywhere. You still can. There are probably more quick service than there are table service.
Oh yeah, there's a lot more.
And you can just have whatever. So I think, as Jess said, if you're a new person going to Disney, I would actually recommend a quick service, because it, you know, when you've got a table service meal, it does take up a lot of time. You have to sit and wait for food and blah blah blah. Whereas first timers, if you've never been before, you can just quickly eat, go and explore, go and do another couple of rides, which is great.
Yeah. And the fact that it's quick service, you can just take it with you. You can literally get, like, we've got hot dogs before and we've just eaten them while walking around. You can take a hot dog into Fantasmic. You can get stuff, and you know what I mean, like, it doesn't have to be a set place and sit down, but it can be. Another sort of definite good point about having the quick service when going with a family is the fact that everyone thinks it's all theme park food in Disney. It's really not. I mean, yes, okay, you can get...
Majority of it is.
Majority of it. You can get burgers, hot dogs, you get your Casey's and stuff like that. And it is just amazing American food. It's really bad for you and delicious. But you can still get other stuff. So, for instance, when we went to the water parks one day, I had like a strawberry and raspberry salad thing. It was actually really delicious. I was feeling a bit down on myself that day. I didn't fancy a burger. And
they have like, you can have noodles, you can have curries, you can have, I've had like a spicy Asian like coleslaw dish.
We've had
thing
sushi.
before.
Yeah.
Sushi, literally.
Dumplings.
There's so much you can have.
Yeah.
I mean, people say, oh, it's just burgers and chips, because that is the easiest, like, it is everywhere. But if you research before you go, the My Disney Experience app has all of the menus for all of the restaurants. So just do a bit of research before and see what you fancy, because I promise you, you will find more than just burgers and chips there. Yeah.
And that's great, because then you don't have to worry about everyone eating in the same place. And there's so many of them that one of you can be eating in, say if one of you wants like a hot dog from Casey's, but one of you isn't feeling so hungry, you can just walk across to Starbucks, the other side of the road, and you can get yourself something in Starbucks. Or, you know, you've got just a little bit further around, you've got like Cosmic Rays and stuff like that. So you can kind of go to different places. They're all pretty close to each other, that it's not out of the way for you to quickly disperse and go off and get other different things and then meet back or whatever, which is the great bit about having the quick service.
So as we said, with the quick service dining plan, obviously you get your counter service credits, but my favourite part about it is the snacks. Disney snacks are amazing.
And now we get 2.
You do, per day. So, well, I can't even wait to see what our Instagram's going to look like with all these Disney snacks.
It's going to be good.
But the Disney snacks, obviously there are loads and loads to choose from, and you can be very, very clever with your snacks. So, for example, you can buy a bottle of water as a snack, and that will cost you, I don't know, $2.
Well, it doesn't matter, it costs you a snack credit.
Yeah, a snack credit, but if you're looking at it in money, like how much it's worth, a bottle of water, £2, okay? Whereas you can also get a one of those massive chocolate covered apples with a face on it, and they cost like $6, and you can get that as a snack. Some
of them are more than that. Some of them are like $8, nearly $12. Some of them are big ones.
And you can get, there are some snacks you can get that are huge, like in the Epcot World Showcase, they have a kind of poutine place where you can get fries, Disney fries with the cheddar cheese soup with bacon on top. Snack. That is a snack.
So what we're saying is you can either get a fruit bag and a bottle of water, or you can go across to Gaston's Tavern and get a LeFou's brew and a cinnamon bun as big as your head, and it won't cost any different. It'll cost 2 snacks both sides.
Literally, some snacks are the size of a meal.
I mean, so if you want a bottle of water, and fruit on some days, that's fine. I mean, we're not going to be there, so I can't judge you. But
no, I would probably use a bottle of water.
Yeah. But we've got a tip for that later on.
Yeah. But with the, I'm just saying, basically, even though you're only getting 2 meals effectively a day, like, one of those snacks is pretty much a meal anyway, so use the math. Do the math. Food math. The best type of math. I've said math too many times. So as we were saying with the snack credits, how you get 2 snacks and 2 meals, and there are a few ways that you can do it. So it basically works out to you having 3 meals a day still. And we've tried, on the last trip, we did a bit of both of these. But the main one that we did was we would go, or we would have breakfast in our room first. So on our first day, the day we arrive in Florida, we always do a trip to Walmart and we grab all of our favourite American cereals, we get some milk, and we get a couple of fun, like, Disney bowls or something, just like a couple of dollars from Walmart, and we will have that for breakfast most mornings.
Fruit Loops.
Yeah, as you know, just lots of Fruit Loops. I buy loads of different boxes of Pop-Tarts. We have brought some fresh fruit sometimes, and you get a fridge in every Disney hotel room, so we just put all the milk and all the bits in there, and we will have breakfast in the room. It's really easy and quick. Literally get dressed, have a 2-minute bowl of cereals, and you're out the door. So you haven't got to wait for food to be made, you haven't got to queue up for food. It's the quickest way we find to eat and get into the park.
Yeah.
So because you've had your breakfast in the hotel room, you've still got 2 credits left. So you can use a credit for lunch, a credit for dinner, and then you've still got 2 snacks in the middle of the day. So you could have a snack, you know, you could fit 2 snacks in there somewhere, because, you know, everyone loves a snack. So that's one way of using your credits wisely and still technically having 3 meals a day.
Yeah. So the other way, which we've done, and we're probably going to do, I reckon, more often because we've got 2 snacks, is getting up early, because your hotel's, the actual area where you eat, opens quite early, because they know you want to get into the park. So go down there, use your breakfast credit, so your meal credit, get yourself some Mickey waffles and bacon and sausage, or an omelette, or whatever you eat in the mornings, breakfast. They do cereal, but you know what I mean. And then go from there, you eat that, that's 1 credit. Go off to the park, spend a few hours in the park, you're getting a bit peckish, you've got 2 credits. So as we said earlier, go to Gaston's or go across to wherever it is you are. You can go into somewhere like Starbucks or whatever.
The loaded fries and
Animal Kingdom. Loaded fries and Animal
huge.
Kingdom. Go and get yourself something to eat with a snack credit, and you can use both of them. So you both snack credits, get yourself something big, eat that for your lunch, and then later on that evening you can go and get yourself another meal credit. So you might go to Disney Springs and go to Deluxe Burger or something like that, and then you've used your 2 credits plus your snacks, and then you've really broke up the day. You've really used them across the day, and then that way you haven't had to spend any money or anything like that, which is quite nice. So
apart from a couple of dollars in Walmart and cereal, which, you know.
Yeah, but having it that way around works quite well, and also as well, you don't.
Lucky Charms.
Yeah, you get your Lucky Charms, you get your Fruit Loops, you get your peanut butter Cap'n Crunch, you get all these good stuff, and obviously your Pop-Tarts are incredible.
I live off Pop-Tarts when we go to America.
Okay, so something that I don't think we mentioned actually, that with the meal plan, you actually get a refillable mug. Now, it's not like Universal's, you can't use this refillable mug in the parks, you can only use them in the resorts. Specifically, I think yours, I mean, normally we don't take it away with us, so I've never tried it in another resort. I mean, I don't imagine it wouldn't work.
I don't know. I know when we went before, when you put it on a scanner, and they scan the bottom of the cup and it tells you how many days you've got left of your holiday, and that would probably tell you which resort you're staying in. Yeah. It might link to your My Disney Experience type thing, so I'm not sure. But
little tip there, make sure that's correct, because we went last time for 21 days and they're only ever normally sent out for 2 weeks. Charlotte's was like stopped like the end of 2 weeks, and mine kept going, and then we had to get them extended. So just triple check that they're correct. It should tell you as well when it finishes, as they can tell you, so make sure you got that checked. Anyway, refillable mugs, you can refill them in your hotel, in your resort, in your food area, stuff like that. They are actually a godsend if you're going to be eating in the hotel at all. So because we went for 3 weeks, we ended up eating in the hotel for breakfast quite a few times, and we went down there a couple of times for dinner. We had like pizza and stuff in the evenings, which is really nice. Tried a Disney pizza, but they've got all your classic drinks. You got your Cokes, and they've got Pepsis, they've got Fantas, they've got what they got Mountain Dews,
basically all the stuff.
Yeah, they do coffee, they do teas, they do all that kind of stuff. So the way that it works is you always get a drink with your meal. So you can get yourself like a Coke or a Pepsi or whatever you're gonna have. Get yourself a bottle of water if you're eating in the resort, and then use your refillable mug to just to have a drink with your meal. The reason for that is because bottles of water in the park are quite expensive, and as we said earlier,
it's a snack credit.
It's a snack credit if you want to get one on the credit. So it's not a waste of a credit, because you're thirsty and that's what you want. But if you're clever and you get a drink with your meal, get that bottle of water, drink from the fountain, and then keep that bottle of water in the fridge until you go the next day, and then you've saved yourself a few dollars.
Fill up your refillable mug with a coffee, have coffee with your breakfast, bottle of water, throw it in the backpack, and then when it gets to 10:30, you're thirsty, you've got some water in your bag.
Exactly.
It's a great tip.
Yeah, it's something that we've done on the last trip, and it worked really well. We ended up having sort of 2 bottles at least every day each without an issue.
And it's really important to make sure you're drinking.
God,
so it kind of reminded us to be like, especially I'd be like, geez, the bag's really heavy, and I'd be like, you know what, let's drink some water, it'll get lighter, and we'll be better off.
And by the end of the day, it was nothing in it. So it's a really worth doing if you've got your refillable mugs, because they're worth the weight in gold. And also as well, they've got all the good drinks as well, so you can just go down and try them out and stuff. So definitely worth doing.
So as we've mentioned before in a video, another good way to use your counter service credits is actually going to a festival. So last year we went to the Food and Wine Festival, and we'll be doing the same thing this year.
Yes, we will.
And we've been very tactical when we go. We are going to go right at the end of our holiday, literally our last full day. We're going to be spending in Epcot at the Food and Wine Festival. The reason for this is every time we go, we always have so many credits left. Even though I feel like we eat all of the time, I think it's days when we go to Universal and obviously you're not using the credits as much. But we come to the end of the holiday and we're like, oh my god, we have like, well, I was watching back one of our vlogs earlier and I literally said, we've got like 41 credits left.
And it was like 2 days left or something
ridiculous.
like that.
It's like 41 meals. So what we do, what we're going to do this year, is go to the Food and Wine Festival on our last day and literally use up as many credits as we can.
Blow them.
So as we said, when you go to Food and Wine, there's all the stalls for each country.
There's stalls for other countries as well that aren't usually there. So you can't go to Scotland, but there's like a Scottish area. There's also like New Zealand and stuff like that, which aren't normally there.
Yeah. So when you go to these stalls, it's actually 3 of the individual snacks for 1 counter service credit. So we were going to one place, getting 3 different things. It's usually 2 bits of food and a bottle of water, and that was counting as 1 counter service credit.
Yeah.
I think we went to like 12 places, so we used a lot of credits.
Yeah.
And we got to try amazing food. So
definitely.
I would definitely recommend doing that if you have a chance to go to Food and Wine, or you know, I'm assuming it would work for the Flower and Garden as well. I'm not sure, I've never been there before. But it's definitely a good way to rack up those credits, because you've spent all this money to go to Disney. You might as well, you know, make the most of your money. And that's we definitely did on that day. Make
sure it is still the same, because obviously this is how it was when we last went, and I imagine it will be this time. So all you got to do is just go up to them.
We just asked.
Yeah, just ask, and it's really simple. You just scan your band like you do as you get a normal meal, and they give you pick 3 things off the menu, and that can be a drink or 3 bits of food or whatever. But yeah, it's definitely worth doing. It's an amazing way to finish the holiday as well.
I agree.
Yeah. Happy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, another top tip for literally your last day. So you're in the hotel, you're about to be driving to the airport or wherever it is you're going for your sort of finish of the holiday, and you've got, I don't know, 6 or 7 snack credits and, I don't know, 5 or 6 meal credits left.
You'll have even more now that you get 2 snacks a day, just saying.
So go into your shop or into a shop on Disney and you can go and buy all the nice Disney sweets. Not all of them are included, but the way that it works is, you know, like the bags of like Mickey heads that are like fizzy sweets, or like the little gummy worms, or the little box of
Rice Krispie things.
Yeah, Rice Krispie things, some of the little box of chocolates and stuff. Not all of them are, but some of them are. You have to just sort of check each one. If they've got a snack credit next to it, which is like the little square with like purple writing and stuff. If it's got one of them next to it, it's included. So the idea is you pick up 3 of them, and that's 1 meal credit, or one of them's 1 snack credit. So if you've got like, I don't know, if you've got 8 meal credits and you go to them, you can effectively get, what's that, 16, no it's not, it's 24.
8 times 3.
Yeah, 24. You can get 24 bags of sweets and they're free. You just put them in your bag and bring them home.
We did it a couple of times. We did it once in Magic Kingdom and then once in our resort hotel. We literally bought a, well, we basically filled our suitcases until we could no more.
Yeah, we ended up leaving a few bags, just, well, I started eating them on the way to the airport. We just had so many sweets.
So many, and it was great for like to bring back for family.
Yeah,
as like little goodies.
It's just nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it was just good.
And the lollies are included. So the lollies that you see, like the big colourful ones.
Not the massive ones.
No, not the big ones, like the smaller ones. But they're still like that big. They're still pretty large. They're included, so you can get 3 of them. All the big long twizzly ones. They're pretty cool. So yeah, if you've got anything left at the end of your holiday, make sure you go and get yourself some sweets and some lollipops and bring them home for you.
I'm not sure Disney would appreciate us giving them this tip. Do it.
No, but you know what? They're letting us do it, so it's obviously allowed.
Yeah.
Frowned upon probably, but still allowed.
We do it. They don't care.
Yeah.
So as we said, there are loads of places to eat in all of the parks, even the water parks. You can use your quick service counter credits there as well. So
your bands are waterproof, so you can have them on your wrist while swimming as well, so you don't have to keep going back to the locker.
Yeah. Another place that has loads of options is Disney Springs. So obviously there are a lot of sit-down restaurants in Disney Springs, but there are also a lot of quick service. So we've been to both. We've been to quick service and table service in Disney Springs.
Yeah.
And quick service is perfect when you're there because, you know, you're shopping, you've got loads of bags, you can just quickly have something to eat and then be off on your way, you know, continue shopping. And there are just literally so many options there. It's unbelievable.
There are. I mean, what was like the deluxe burger?
I mean, that's when we went, there was a lot, but like now there's ones that are opened, like Blaze. I cannot wait to try Blaze. We're definitely trying that. Daily Poutine was great.
Oh yeah, Daily Poutine is good.
Oh, there's just so many, and there's loads of new ones that we haven't tried, so we're super excited to go there. I'm pretty sure you can even use your credits in Sprinkles, probably.
Yeah, you
some
can.
Snack
You can get, there are snack credits in Sprinkles, as far as I know, anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think it works at the Cupcake ATM, but I think you can use it anywhere else, like in the shops and stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, Disney Springs. Don't forget, you can also use your credits there, so it's definitely worth looking there.
And it's free to park.
And free to park.
So, coming to the end of the video, but for those of you again going with families and stuff like that, or younger kids or fiancés you don't trust, you can put a pin code on your band. So both times that we've been before and the next time, I'm sort of chief or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what they call it. I'm in charge of
the party.
I'm party boss basically. So my band is basically the only one that has access to it until we arrive, and then they say, does everyone want access? And I say yes. So the way that it works is you go up, you scan your band, and it asks you to put your pin in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then.
Can't believe you just told YouTube your pin.
Sorry.
Idiot. 1,
2, 3, 4, and then they give you food. Now, if you've got younger kids, you can block them from being able to know the pin.
It's not even blocking them, it's just not even letting them know what the code is.
Yeah, just don't tell them the code, and then they can't put it in. Then that way you don't have to worry about them burning through snack credits and stuff, because you can spend every single snack credit and every single meal credit in one day.
Yeah,
if you wanted to.
Yeah.
If you, I mean, you wouldn't, and you'd struggle if you're there for like 2 weeks, but you could effectively just keep going unit to unit and keep bam, 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 and you'd be able to just keep going until you got nothing left, and then you'd be pretty angry with your kids if they did that. It's mainly for things like money and things like, because you put money on your bands and stuff, but it's just a nice way of being able to stop the kids from just running off and buying things, basically.
Also, once you've made a transaction, so obviously after every time you use your band you get a receipt just to say, I think it even says on there how much it should be.
Yeah, it does. It tells you the prices of everything, and sometimes it's like
ridiculous.
I mean, we went to, where did we go? We went to
Flame Tree Barbecue.
Flame Tree Barbecue. See, she read my mind.
Yeah.
Flame Tree Barbecue, and like I ordered like a meal that should have been $22 for myself, and yours was like 16, 17, plus obviously they add everything separate, like drinks and stuff, but it's obviously included, and it comes to like,
it comes to like $50
yeah,
just for the both of us.
$50 and it was just like, it was free.
Yeah. Makes you come out being like, yeah. Anyway, that's not what I was saying. No. But when you get a receipt, at the bottom of the receipt it says how many credits you've got left, so how many snacks, how many counter service, so it's really good if you're in the middle of your holiday and be like, oh my god, how many have we got left? It tells you on every receipt you get, which is really handy just so you can keep a tally in your head of how much you've used. You can ask in the resort, and I'm pretty sure they can tell you at the restaurants. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it pops up and tells you. I'm not sure, but if they can't, the resort definitely can. So there's obviously that as well. I don't know if you can tell on my Disney Experience app. No. That would be a very good thing to do, Disney. Yeah, it would. Anyway, well, you know, when we work for Disney and we're in charge of the magic bands, that's what's going to happen. That's what we'll do. Okay, and it's free Disney trips for everyone that subscribes. So if you enjoyed our video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've got any questions on anything that we've talked about, or anything about, you know, the quick service dining plan, or anything that you want to know, really, just leave us a comment. We check them regularly and like to hear from you guys and see what you think.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm pretty sure it's around here somewhere.
I think it's actually down here. Okay,
well, it's around here somewhere. Do you know what? Just hit the subscribe button. So yeah, thank you for watching another video, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. Bye.